Every second of your life, something is happening inside your mind. But most people never stop to ask why that actually is. Thoughts. They show up on their own, they leave on their own, and most of the time, they feel and sound just like you in your head. So what exactly are they? Well, it can be many things. Science says thoughts are electrical signals in the brain. Neurons firing, patterns forming, and information being processed. In simple terms, your brain is always working in the background. But that doesn't fully explain how thoughts feel. Because thoughts don't feel like random signals. They feel personal. They feel real. And they feel like identity.
A journey of questioning, a journey of awakening. This is the ignorant journey. Stand up, open your eyes, and walk this path. You are not alone. We walk it together.
And across history, people have tried to understand this in many different ways. In ancient teachings, the mind was something to observe, not just control. In the Bible, thoughts are often linked to an inner struggle, temptation, doubt, conflict inside the minds. Not as literal outside forces, but as the experience of being pulled in different directions eternally. Some would even argue that thoughts are controlled by God, angels, or demons. In Kabbalistic teachings, thoughts are seen as influences on awareness. They can either bring clarity or create confusion. In Hindu philosophy, thoughts have a very special name. Now, I know I may mispronounce this, but Vitterdis. They are described as waves in the mind. And the idea is very simple. You are not the waves. You are the awareness that's watching them. But most people don't see thoughts this way. They don't watch them. They actually become them. If a thought says you are not good enough, it feels true. If a thought says something will go wrong, it feels real. If a thought repeats enough, it almost becomes beliefs, even if it was never questioned in the first place. And not all thoughts are comfortable. Sometimes the mind creates thoughts that feel unwanted or disturbing. These are called intrusive thoughts in psychology. One example is something people call the call of the void. The strange moment when your mind suddenly imagines something very dangerous, like stepping off a ledge or swerving while driving, not because you necessarily want to, no, because the brain can randomly simulate very extreme possibilities. And this is important to understand. Having a thought is not the same as wanting it. And it is not the same as acting on it. You are not your thoughts. Not the good ones, not the bad ones, and not the strange ones. You are the one noticing them. They are your thoughts. And because of that, you don't have to act on every thought. You don't even have to believe every thought. You don't have to become every thought. But if someone feels overwhelmed by thoughts like this, or if they feel constant duress, it's important to talk to someone, a trusted person or professional, because the mind is not meant to be handled alone when it feels too heavy. And this is where a lot of meditation comes in. Not as something mystical, but as simple observation. In meditation, you begin to notice something basic. A thought appears, it stays for a moment, and then it leaves. At first, the mind seems very noisy. But over time, you start to see a pattern. Thoughts come and thoughts go. They're not permanent. And something deeper becomes very clear. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness listening to them or even watching them. And when that clicks, a lot of things change. You don't have to fight thoughts as much. You don't believe them as quickly. You don't become them automatically. And you start to see them for what they are. Just mental events passing through. And maybe that's the point all along. You know, not to stop talking, but to stop mistaking thoughts for who you are. Because once you see them clearly, they lose control over you. And not because they disappear, but because you finally understand them. Thank you for watching.
Do you hear me? Do you feel it? It is time to break free. It is time to leave the darkness behind. It is time to seek the truth. This is the ignorant journey, and you will walk it. You will struggle, you will grow, and you will not be silent.
Listen, have you ever felt lost? Have you ever felt left behind? Surrounded by lies, misled by those who claim to know the truth. We have been taught to follow without question. We have been fed half-truths. We have been kept in ignorance, but that ends today. This is the ignorant journey.
Look around you, you fools. The world is chaos, distractions everywhere, voices screaming, telling you what to think, telling you what to believe, telling you to fear the dark. The ignorant journey is sacred. The darkness is sacred. The struggle is sacred. Every step you take, you are awakening. Every question you ask, you are learning. Every doubt you feel, you are growing. This is the ignorant journey, and we walk it together.
Listen to me. You have been taught what to believe, but not how to think. You have been filled with noise, but not with clarity. And that is why you feel lost. Right now, you are at the beginning of something greater, a journey of truth, a journey of questioning, a journey of awakening. This is the ignorant journey. Stand up, open your eyes, and walk this path. You are not alone. We walk it together.